DakotarWolf, aka Lexi Rojas, aka Dakota Lomer here. I was ruminating earlier about April Fool's Day, aka April 1st, and I assume that in my professional life we will not be celebrating it in any way, shape, or form. And that's probably a good thing, honestly. But growing up, we always kind of made a big deal of it. We get woken up in the morning, we'd get woken up in the morning with our parents telling us there's a fire and we gotta get to the house. One time my mom had me call my uncle and say that we had to move down to Tennessee with him, and there was always something going on for April Fool's Day in my household. And one year, let me back up a little bit. Halloween's always been my favorite holiday because I'm a spooky. But as a kid, I felt like I wasn't allowed to admit that, because if it wasn't about the candy, then it was crazy for me to be so into the macabre stuff, right? And that's the thing, though. That's what it was for me. It was mostly the macabre stuff. And so I would tell people my favorite holiday was Thanksgiving, because I got to go see my dad's side of the family, and I always loved that. And so one year for Christmas, I got a cornucopia, aka a symbol of Thanksgiving. It could have been for Thanksgiving that I got the gift, but I don't really remember. I do remember, though, that this cornucopia came with fake fruit. So 5th grade, I had this really, really mean teacher, and I thought it would be fun for April Fool's Day to bring her a fake apple from my cornucopia. I brought it in and I gave it to her, and she was like, "Oh, thank you, that's so sweet." And I was kind of disappointed because I didn't get to see her bite into it right then and there. But later, when we came back from recess and I walked in the classroom, she didn't even look at me, didn't even look up and make eye contact at me. She goes, "Dakota, I was really looking forward to that apple." And she hands it back to me, and there's this huge teeth marks from where she had bitten into the apple. Oh, I kept that apple for years afterward. Oh, I definitely feel like I definitely evened the score with her that April Fool's Day. And she's the only teacher that I ever had I ever butted heads with, because I was always great academically, and although that was my lazy year, but I'm not sorry, Mrs. Westman. I'm not sorry. That's the greatest prank I ever pulled and ever will pull in my entire life. Thank you for falling for it. And thank you all for watching. Remember to lead with empathy. But pranks are okay on April Fool's Day.